Alright, I knocked the camera off. Alright, hopefully that's okay. Now Dave's a mile ahead of me because messing with the camera. Alright. Man, that water's really blue. Whoa. Man, that's a gnarly corner. Coming over that ridge, if you're flying, you ain't making that corner. Surprised they don't have a guardrails on these yet. It's another corner with all this debris on the... Man, you go over that edge, that's a long way down. Y'all be careful out there. I've had a few close calls. Matter of fact, I'd like to... yeah, so the first time I laid the KLR down, well, the first time I laid it down was in sand. So I'm not really going to count that. I mean, it was really deep, sandy wash. I didn't get it on camera. But my first lay down that I was on camera, I came over the top of this ridge, and the road turned left. I was not ready for it. I was going too fast. I was trying to get home at a certain time, and, you know, that was my fault. And I couldn't stop. And then there was a berm on the right-hand side, and I couldn't make the corner because I was going too fast. I hit the berm and I wiped out. I don't know if you guys have seen that. If you haven't, you should go back and look. I got it all on camera. And then my second time, I was on that Facebook ride out to Bloody Basin with the Facebook Arizona Dual Sport riders. Now on that one, all right, so there were 4 guys behind me, I guess 4. And I was, you know, I was kept looking for them because I was way ahead of them. And there was probably, let's see, there was probably 9 people in front of me. So, but I was thinking, you know, that something happened to one of the guys behind me. But turned out the guy on the, he was on the Honda CRF 300. He was just going slow, and the other 3 guys were just hanging back with him. But yeah, so I was, you know, concerned about where they were, and I was, you know, wasn't really paying attention. And I had a cramp in my hand earlier, and so I was getting a little dehydrated. So my point is, I laid the Kawasaki KLR 650 down on just this like little left-hand turn, but I got over on the right-hand side into these rocks, and next thing I know, my rear tire just kind of slid out. I mean, it was so dumb. It's like I saw the road turn into the left, and I just kept holding the right side, and it's like, I think it might have had something to do with being dehydrated too. It's just like I was, you know, my mind was preoccupied with the camera, with the people behind me, all this other stuff, and I wasn't really focusing. And you know, so even though it's it says 56 degrees out here right now, just because it's not hot, or, you know, we're still in the desert and you can see the sun. I mean, you know, it's like, it's not hot, but the sun is still, you know, cooking you. And of course I wear all black and everything, but all I'm saying is, like, I should have hydrated myself. Well, this is really muddy. I probably should have hydrated myself a little more, because yeah, I think I was a little dehydrated, and so that added to my lack of concentration. And again, I just rode off and spun out and laid the bike down. It wasn't a big deal. I did bruise my left toe. Oh, this is really washboardy right here. But my point is, you know, you need to remember to stay hydrated, because, and it's a little awkward, because I have to crack my helmet open to get my water tube in. I don't know. Again, you got to stay hydrated, especially when you live in the desert, because dehydration. And again, if you're on, wow, look at that view. if you're on, you know, one of these roads like this, and it's like those corners, my gosh, coming down that road over there, you know, it's like if you're not, here, let me, yeah, I mean, if you're not paying attention, that sharp corner at the top of that hill, and then you've got the other ones, and there's no guardrails, so you could really have a bad day. But what a great road. You know, and all because you're dehydrated and you're not thinking clearly, right? I don't know, just another one of those little things, like, you know, learn from my mistakes maybe. And the other thing too is, like, you know, I mean, Dave's a really good rider. He's way ahead of me. But, you know, it's that whole thing about ride your own ride, right? This is my first time on dirt on this Africa Twin, and I told him I was going to take it easy, you know, and it's like going up through Tortilla Flats. I had a close call on that road. It's very curvy, and you know, I was coming into a corner a little hot, you know, and I grabbed the brakes, and all of a sudden it's like the anti-lock brake kicked in, and I was like, oh my gosh, it kind of scared me because I've never really felt it before. So yeah, I don't know, just little things, learn from my mistakes. And hopefully I don't make any more. But again, I'm really focused on not dropping this bike. I'm really focused on, you know, trying to be a safer rider than I have been with the KLR. And again, I still stand by my statement. I mean, I paid $4,000 for my KLR, and it's like, okay, if I go off a cliff with this and I bail out and the bike goes over and I can't get it back up onto the, I'll leave it. It's $4,000. I'll call somebody to come get me and I'll walk out, you know. And again, that's exactly what I would do. And it's like, hey, anybody wants to go retrieve it can have it. I'm not, you know, for $4,000 I just walk away from it. Now this is a different story. So this is a 2021 Honda Africa Twin Adventure Sport with the DCT and all that other stuff. And this is 3 times the price of the KLR. So even brand new, you could, I don't know if you could buy 3 brand new KLRs for the price of this brand new, but it'd be close. You could definitely buy 2 the top of the line KLR 650s for what you could buy this Adventure Sport with the DCT and electronic suspension brand new. But again, it's one of those, hey cows, better steer clear of them. It's just one of those things, like, you really get what you pay for. Again, all the bells and whistles on this thing, and it's just, it's night and day difference. It's not even fair to compare this bike to the KLR. And, you know, until you ride one, you don't know. Oh, there's another cow. Oh, there's another cow. Keep it moving, please. I hope Dave didn't hit one. So this is another annoying thing with this Cardo, is it thinks that I'm saying something to it, and now it's waiting for me to talk and recognize a command. Hey Cardo, play music. And it's like, hey, I'm just trying to do a video vlog here. Ooh, sharp corner. Yep. So we're just gonna putz along. Alright, my music's back on. I find if you're just patient with it, it'll eventually stop listening to me and go back to playing music. I do worry about Dave on these roads, because a lot of these, you know, he rides at a really good clip, you know. And I mean, yes, he's a very experienced rider, but again, like, you know, you get dehydrated, you lose focus for a minute or something, and next thing you know, you're having a bad day. But I do worry about him because he's a very spirited rider. But again, I went 25 years without riding a motorcycle at all. So, you know, I think I talked about that before. It's like, you know, you still remember how to ride a motorcycle, but, you know, your skills aren't as sharp. Your body's not as in tune with the motorcycle as it used to be. You know, just getting those lean angles back and the comfortableness and the trust in the tires and the trust in your machine, you know. You go 25 years without riding and it's like, yeah, I still remember all this, but I'm not comfortable. And that's okay. You know, it's, again, you just ride your ride. I have little patience for cars, though. Thank you. Yeah, they put water down on the road too to make it, I guess, less dusty, but I don't want to get my bike muddy. That's why I live in the desert, so I can avoid the mud. Whoa. It's another one of those dangerous, there's Dave. Dangerous corners. One of these days I'd like to go up and see where these things go. Again, there's a lot of interesting trails through here. There goes Dave. Oh, careful. Corner, corner, corner. Man, once this thing is all paved, this will be really incredible. Of course, then you'll have all the sport bikes out here tearing it up. It'll probably be one of the most dangerous roads in Arizona. Oh, we're at the end. We're getting hungry too. Damn it. Alright, there's the bridge you all know and love. Alright, we're going to lunch. I really want to go that way one of these days. I want to go that way up to Young. Alright, here we go. didn't buckle my helmet on. Then my straps are flapping. Roosevelt Lake. Alright, kind of a top speed run. The strap is flapping around, it's driving me nuts. That's the entrance to Four Peaks right there. All right, butcher hook.